Hey, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Pastor Nick Dyrud. This is Pastor Kevin Olson. We serve Emmaus Lutheran Church, and we're so glad that you've joined us. So we're in Isaiah 40, verse 31 today, and I'm just going to read that for us as we get started. It says this, "But they who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." If you've never heard this, I don't know where you live, because it's kind of part of pop culture.
Posters, lots of eagles, songs.
Yeah.
Lots of ways.
Yeah, Christian, non-Christian songs. It's a pretty popular scripture, and for good reason.
Mm-hmm.
My son and I were talking about some Bible verses that might encourage someone who was struggling, and he said, "Yeah, what scripture could I use to encourage this person?" And I said, "How about Isaiah 40 verse 31?"
You just had it right off the top of your
just right off the tip of my tongue. Truth of the matter is, we are studying it already, but that is the one he went with of all the scriptures. Why? Because, it is such an encouragement to think that not only in the midst of the struggle, where you feel like it's a hopeless situation, not only can you come out of it, mm-hmm. but you could be soaring out of it. And that might sound a little cliche to us today, but it wasn't in Isaiah's day.
Well, and for the person that's in the middle of the trial, the struggle, they need all of the encouragement they can get. Yeah. And, so that they, we can joke about who that applies to, and whether it's the youth that are referred to just above that, or anybody in ministry. And we all get that place of exhaustion, and it says, waiting for the Lord, renew their strength.
Yeah. So maybe the question here that we're trying to unpack, or attempting to, is how does waiting help us be renewed, strengthened? Because that doesn't seem like it should fit together.
Yeah.
And we don't like waiting. Let's be honest.
No.
I don't know too many people who like waiting.
Yeah, whether it's waiting in traffic, you can feel the tension. Troy didn't mean to bring up any sensitive topics.
Thank you. Now I'm uncomfortable.
But those are things that every person relates to. It's very relevant that way. But
so, how does waiting on the Lord strengthen us?
I heard a podcast from somebody at Harvard talking about how boredom is helpful for our mental processing. Well, the reason they used that title was to catch somebody's attention. But the point was that we become so oversaturated with information and people trying to grab our attention in every way. The waiting, the pause, the Selah in life is what brings mental clarity back, as far as one example.
Yeah, living in an overstimulated society, we might say, is going to have its repercussions. And we're already seeing that. Yep. We're already seeing that in the tension in the street, so to speak. And so what do we do about it? Well, we seek the Lord. Sometimes that requires getting away. Mm-hmm. We've talked about this often, like, why are retreats effective ministry tools? Mm-hmm. Well, probably because you put the phone away, and you got out of, in our case, you got out of the city, and you went and got away and spent quality time with the Lord. Well, why is that so effective? Well, because we're inundated, right? And we do it to ourselves. Let's just be honest.
And I wonder, this whole idea of waiting, if we were to put away the phone, if we were to put away the distractions, the TV, the constant bombardment, how long would we be able to sit peacefully, quietly, and listen to the Lord rather than our own minds or other people putting in thoughts into our heads?
I'm glad you brought that up, because I think the point as to which God constantly, over and over again, throughout the scriptures, says, wait, wait on me, seek me. I'm not answering right now. This is a constant reminder throughout scripture, is because we wouldn't. And we wouldn't take the time. Because we want everything instantly, because there's comfort in that. It's getting our way. And isn't that the root of actually sin?
Yeah.
It's my way, not yours, God.
All of the instant gratifications that we have really developed in our own minds. If we order something and it's not there next day, well, what's wrong?
Yeah.
We have, my computer is slow. I had to wait 5 seconds.
I had to wait a full 5 seconds. I mean, I do it all the time. I'm like, this must be broken. Yeah. So, speaking of that, and this might be a little challenging to track with me on this, but I think all of that is seen in the way we observe life sometimes, as if there are seasons, and these would be seasons of waiting, that are just like not really living. As if like the in-between. When I was in college, okay? When I was in school, I was waiting, I was working towards a career. And there was a lot of times where I just saw that as in-between time. Yeah. There was my growing up years, and then there was just the in-between time, as if that wasn't really living, that wasn't reality or something. And I'm just working towards this. There's really no such thing. There's no in-between. I mean, to God, every minute, every moment we've been given is for Him, for His glory, and for a purpose that is beyond ourselves and for us as well, and for purposes of His honor and glory, as I said, and for purposes that are beneficial to us.
I think that's a great point. We can get so caught up in goals that we build for ourselves that we never stop and think about what His goal is in the midst of the busyness of life. Taking time to say, okay, what is, how do you use this in-between time? It isn't just random. It's for His purposes. And getting our mindset toward that can be a monumental step.
Absolutely, and that is the perspective shift we are given here in Isaiah 40, verse 31, that they who wait on the Lord will renew their strength.
Right.
They will thrive again. And by the way, just a little context, and we're kind of doing this in closing, but you can look at it yourself if you take the time. He's speaking to Israel after judgment, in which they're going to be carried into exile, Judah that is, and he's telling them of the hope on the other side, that in their case, a long time in the future, and for some, not even in their lifetime, and in another context, in a future even that we are looking forward to, wrap your mind around that, there he is encouraging them to wait and be strengthened in the meantime, because He's up to something bigger.
And it's a challenge for us to think that it is in that pause, that break, where we then can go beyond or faster than what we would have been able to do in our own mind, our own strength, because we're doing it in His way and His timing.
Yeah, and that's wisdom. God knows, and we do not know all things.
Yeah. And
He strengthens us as He helps us grow in our understanding of that. That's a good place to break.
Sure.
As we're talking about break. But I do encourage you to spend some more time in not only this verse in itself that is so encouraging, but in Isaiah chapter 40, where it talks about beholding God and getting our perspective on Him rather than ourself or our situation, because that's really important. If you are in one of those seasons of waiting, and let's be honest, we all are.
Yeah.
We all are.